Germany's economic rise and fall. What happened to Europe's industrial giant? About 7 years ago, Germany's economy was hailed as entering a second golden age. Economists praised its strength, stability, and dominance in global markets. Fast forward to today, and Germany is the worst-performing economy among the G7 nations. The IMF and European Commission have repeatedly slashed growth forecasts, and the once mighty industrial powerhouse now faces serious challenges. So, how did this happen? How did one of the world's most stable economies fall so quickly? And what does it mean for the rest of the world and your wallet? Welcome to Alux, where future billionaires come to get inspired. This is the story of Germany's rise, its struggles, and the fight to reclaim its place on the world stage. Season 1. The Second Golden Age. Foundations of Strength. Germany's global reputation is built on precision, quality, and reliability. Their advanced machinery, automotive brands like BMW, Mercedes-Benz, Audi, Porsche, and Volkswagen aren't just luxury names. They're the backbone of industries worldwide. If you're building a factory anywhere from China to Brazil to the US, chances are the machines inside are German-made. Germany's products are the building blocks of global industry. They pour the cement, build the pillars, and lay the foundation for countless sectors. This foundation has to be strong, dependable, and durable. The world trusts German engineering because of its legendary precision and perfectionism. The German mindset is ingrained with a belief that things should be done right, even if it takes longer. Instead of trying to do everything, Germany focuses on doing fewer things exceptionally well. This focus created a near monopoly on high-quality machinery, automotive engineering, chemicals, and pharmaceuticals. Their chemical industry produces essential ingredients for food processing, fertilizers, electronics, cosmetics, construction, and medicine. The global market knows it can rely on German products for quality and consistency. Germany's companies don't chase short-term profits. They focus on legacy and durability. Engineering isn't just a job, it's an identity. The cultural discipline of punctuality and respect for rules adds to their efficiency and reliability. This trust and dominance helped Germany's economy grow steadily. Even after the 2008 financial crisis, Germany bounced back faster than most Western countries. Unlike others hit by housing bubbles, Germany's conservative fiscal policies and regulations shielded it from the worst damage. Between 2010 and 2017, Germany was the world's top exporter for 6 straight years. Even when China overtook them in 2009, Germany's workforce and production strength made it seem like they'd dominate for decades. But what went wrong? The early signs of decline. Despite this success, cracks began to show in the early 2000s. Germany's economy started stagnating. One major factor was the burden of its social welfare system. Over 4.5 million people, more than 10% of the labor force, were unemployed and reliant on benefits for years. Social welfare spending consumed over 30% of the country's GDP. The government responded with labor reforms, cutting benefits for long-term unemployed and creating mini-jobs with lower wages. This wasn't popular, but did reduce unemployment and boost business. At the same time, globalization was a boon. China's booming economy demanded German machinery and cars, and new EU members in Eastern and Central Europe offered cheaper labor with high skills. Germany outsourced production to these countries, maintaining cost advantages. This conservative, safe strategy earned investor trust. Public debt fell, unemployment dropped, and exports soared. Season 2. The decline begins. Slow leaks and major hits. Germany's decline wasn't a sudden crash, but a slow drip of setbacks. China, Germany's biggest customer, slowed down. Tariffs during the Trump era hit China hard, and Germany's exports to China dropped sharply, from 13% growth in 2017 to a 15% decline recently. Then came the Volkswagen Dieselgate scandal. a massive corporate fraud that shook Germany's reputation. Volkswagen admitted to cheating on emissions tests for 11 million diesel cars worldwide, installing defeat devices that lowered emissions only during testing. This scandal wasn't just a PR nightmare. Volkswagen paid over $30 billion in fines, settlements, and recalls. Executives were arrested, and the brand lost billions in market value. It exposed Germany's lag in green innovation and electric vehicles, damaging trust built over decades. Losing China as a top customer and suffering a major scandal, Germany faced a perfect storm. In 2019, it narrowly avoided recession by just 0.1%. If you're finding this deep dive valuable, don't forget to hit that subscribe button now so you never miss our latest videos on global economic trends. Season 3, It Gets Worse. Pandemic and energy crisis. Germany entered 2020 with a fragile economy. The COVID-19 pandemic exposed weaknesses in its global supply chains. Germany's famous just-in-time manufacturing model, which relied on minimal inventory and precise delivery schedules, collapsed when shipments from China and Southeast Asia were delayed. Factories couldn't build cars or machines. Tourism declined, government spending soared, and economic pressure mounted. Then, in 2022, Germany faced a brutal energy shock. For decades, Germany relied on cheap Russian gas delivered via the Nord Stream pipeline. About 55% of its gas came from Russia. After Russia invaded Ukraine, Germany halted Nord Stream 2 construction, and Russia cut off supplies. The sabotage of Nord Stream 1 ended pipeline gas flow permanently. Germany had no backup. Suddenly, it had to import liquefied natural gas, LNG, at much higher costs and build LNG terminals rapidly, costing billions. Citizens and businesses faced soaring energy bills, and the government spent over $200 billion subsidizing households and industries. Major companies paused production or moved investments abroad. BASF, a global chemical giant, invested $10 billion in China, where energy was cheaper and more reliable. Fertilizer plants shut down, steel and aluminum output dropped, and small manufacturers closed or downsized. Germany took hit after hit, worse than many other countries. A snowball effect of challenges piled up. Season 4, The Current Crisis. Cost of living and structural problems. Today, Germany faces a cost of living crisis. While rents in Berlin, Munich, and Frankfurt have risen nearly 20%, they're still relatively affordable compared to cities like Amsterdam or New York. But the real problem is deeper. The traits that made Germany strong, precision, rigidity, and long-term planning, have become liabilities in a fast-changing world. Germany lacks a strong finance or tech sector, which are more energy efficient and adaptable. Its key industries have been disrupted by energy shortages and lost reputation. Imagine spending your life mastering one skill only to have it become obsolete. Pivoting takes time, and with an aging population and low birth rates, Germany's workforce is shrinking. The ratio of workers to retirees has dropped from 4:1 in the 1960s to 2:1 today. Infrastructure is aging. Trains are delayed. Broadband and 5G coverage lag behind, and retirement age is rising. Even Germany's strict regulations, once a source of trust, now block progress. In 2023, a constitutional court halted a $60 billion green energy investment because it violated debt rules. If you want to stay ahead of global economic shifts and understand how these changes impact your money, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. Season 5, The Road Ahead. Agenda 2030 and Hope for Revival. Germany isn't out of the game. It's fighting back with Agenda 2030, aiming to revive growth like Agenda 2010 did years ago. Key measures include cutting corporate tax from 40% to 25% to attract investment, reducing red tape with a one-in, two-out rule for regulations, streamlining building approvals from 5 to 7 years to 2 to 3 years, encouraging older workers to stay employed with tax breaks, bonuses, and pension incentives, subsidizing companies that hire older employees. Germany also amended its debt brake to allow a $500 billion fund for defense, infrastructure, energy, schools, and hospitals. Spending beyond 1% of GDP on these future-building projects bypasses budget limits. This is a dramatic shift, like a responsible, rule-bound uncle showing up at family dinner with a fresh haircut and a bold new look. It's promising, but can decades of culture and values built on stability be undone quickly? Beneath the surface, Germany's vibrant nightlife and tech scenes show a creative, chaotic energy ready to transform. Final thoughts. Germany's story is far from over. Its economy is facing unprecedented challenges, but it still has strong industries, skilled people, and a tradition of resilience. The world is changing fast, and Germany must balance its legacy of precision with the need for innovation and flexibility. If you want to keep up with this story and learn how global economic trends affect you, the Alux app offers curated insights and expert lessons designed to make you smarter and wealthier. Don't forget to subscribe now and join our community of forward thinkers who get the inside scoop on money, markets, and more. Thanks for watching. See you next time, friend.